What's shaking, guys? I am Luke Dancy, and you guys have had a lot of questions. You know, I've been keeping an eye on the forums and the Facebook groups and all this stuff, and you guys have a lot of the same questions, and so I put together a list, and we're going to start with it today. I tried to grab a topic this time that we could talk about that I've been asked time and time again. Today we're going to be talking all about things that magicians should avoid. That's right, a really, really good topic. Some of these you might have even done yourself. If you haven't done these things, well then congratulations, because I've even goofed up a couple times. I'm not gonna lie to you. So let's kick it off with number one. The number one thing that you should try to avoid as a magician is stop focusing too much on the tricks. It's great to be technically good, to know how to do the tricks, but it's another thing if you know how to present them. I see a lot of people that they'll grab a deck of cards and they'll do a trick and they basically tell people what they're doing when they're doing it. So what do I suggest here? Well, try to perform the tricks as you practice them. Basically, as you're practicing the tricks in the comfort of your home, talk it out, perform it as though you're really performing it for a real crowd. Again, guys, knowing how to do a trick is only half the battle. Make sure that you are ready. The second thing here, I think that most magicians should try to avoid, stop trying to be someone that you're not. I know it sounds easier and it might even sound confusing, so let me explain what I mean. You know, we've got magic on TV, we've got magic on the internet, we've got magic on DVDs now that we learn, and it's very, very easy to try to copy people's presentation styles from those places. You know, growing up reading books, I never had that problem because it was just reading words and trying to figure out the tricks as I went. And I really liked that because I wasn't trying to copy the way that they presented their magic, and I didn't become a copy of them. I didn't become a clone of that person. So I think with this, just be aware of perhaps picking up on people's tendencies or using the same words or the same phrases. It's something that might happen without you even realizing that it's happening. I think it's really funny though that the magic DVDs that we're learning from could actually influence our style, not just the way that we learn the magic, but also how we present it. That's pretty damn crazy. You know, the other part of this is when you do go out to perform for people and you're not being genuine and you're not being true to who you are, people can smell that a mile away. When you're able to bring parts of your life into your magic and present it in a way that makes sense and relatable, that's when you make a true connection with your audience. You know, the other thing I think you should try to avoid, being trapped behind a camera. Look, I love social media, I love the internet, but some people, they get stuck, they never go out and perform, they get trapped behind a camera. The true connection that you have with someone when you're actually performing for them is something that you just can't get when you shoot videos and just put them on the internet. But you know what, if you do have to have your camera, why not take it with you and record footage of you performing for people and getting some really, really crazy reactions. So these are just a couple things for you to think about, possibly try to avoid. Hopefully you've never done these things. I'm not too proud to say I have done some of these things, and at least I'm aware of it. And that is the best part of all this, is when you know what you're doing and when you know when you're making mistakes, that is when you can grow and become a better magician. Always look for honest feedback and criticism. When people just tell you what you want to hear, nobody wins. All right, my friends, so I hooked you up with some information about what not to do. Now I'm going to tell you something that you should do. You know, I get asked a lot from people, Luke, can you give me some ideas for openers, or what do you suggest for openers? Well, check this out. I'm a big fan of actually having decks of cards appear when I'm about to do card tricks. Exactly. There is a great trick from my friend David Regal, and it allows you to produce a deck of cards in one of the most memorable ways ever. Look, before I tell you what this is not a brand new trick. This is not something I'm trying to get you to go pick up. I want to tell you about stuff that I've actually used in my walk-around work. So Sudden Deck 3 allows you to bring out a box that's not printed yet, a playing card box. You're then able to cause it to print right before their eyes. You're able to show the box is, well, it's printed, it's still empty on both sides. You then put it together and you can produce a full deck of cards from the box I just saw a moment ago, completely unprinted and completely empty. That is the type of stuff that I really, really like. So when you're looking for a good opener, look for stuff that's quick and visual and packs a punch. This does just that. And trust me, people will take notice and they'll want to see more. Again, I'm never going to be here to try to get you to buy the latest and greatest stuff. I'm only going to tell you about things that I've either used or want to use. Trust me, there's not a whole lot of it out there, so when I tell you, I mean it. All right, my friends, that wraps up this video. If you like what you heard, why don't you leave a like below? That's right, hook me up with a like, show the love. Think you can tell me your favorite thing about this video? Post your comments below. I'll pick one of you and hook you up with my At the Table lecture on the house. And don't forget, if you have other topics you want me to talk about when it comes to magic, post them in the comments section. You never know, yours might go to the top of my list. All right, my friends, my name is Luke Dancy. I've given you all I got. That is it for this video. I'll be back again soon, but in the meantime, do yourself a favor, get to practicing, go out and perform, practice some more. Getting good doesn't happen by itself, all right? I'll catch you guys on the flip side.